Hello, this is Nina from the Happy Hippie. I'm here to do yet another reading for you. If there was something in the title of this reading that you were drawn to, then there is a message in this reading for you. If you would like to go deeper within your spiritual journey, hop on over to my other channel, Awakening to Quantum, linked in the description below. But without further ado, let's get into the reading for today. So I have some different cards here. These are some extra cards, but these are the main cards we're going to use today. So this is the Sacred Creators Oracle by Chrisanne. And this is the Druid Tarot, modified one. So we're going to draw some oracle cards first, and then we're going to look at some tarot, okay? And then we have some extra cards in the end. But let us shuffle a little bit. I hope you're doing well. So we are getting far into November now. It's going so fast. All of a sudden it's going to be Thanksgiving for those of you who celebrate that, and then Christmas all of a sudden. It happens so quickly. Oh. Anyways, let's get into it. So let's draw 3 cards from this deck, from the Sacred Creators. Bliss is worth creating from. And now they have cut out from, and then for, and then cut that out again to from. So it's about giving and receiving here, this card. Fill your cup with sacred giggles. Beautiful. And bravely market your magic. Wow. Underneath we have inflow with money. Okay. So giving and receiving, it might be about your work situation or money situation, finding balance within your money. Finding balance within your work. I felt like also this has something to do with giving and receiving energy. So bliss is worth creating from, of course, but not for others. You know, you're not supposed to give it away. You're supposed to give back to yourself. So that's what the heart here as well, you know, being gentle and loving towards yourself. They're also asking you to step into some energy of joy here. Fill up your cup with sacred giggles. So somebody might be in a situation, maybe with money or work, since this card popped up also, where you feel like things have been a struggle, or you feel like things are not going your way right now. And if we are in that energy, and if we focus on the lack, then that's what we're going to get more of. You know, that's the law of attraction. That's the way it works, you know. So what you focus on is what you're going to draw towards you. It's a resonance thing, energetic resonance thing. So if you can manage to get out of the feeling of lack and focus on the feeling of joy and focus on the feeling of what's going right in your life right now instead of what's not going right, then that's the energy you're going to be in, and that's the energy you're going to emanate out. And then that energy will then bump up against other kinds of energy of joy, and they will feel the resonance with you, and that's why they will be drawn towards you. So that's kind of how it works. So they're asking you to step away from the feeling of lack into the feeling of balance, harmony, and joy, okay? And I know if there's something rough going on in your life, it's not that they want to take away your emotional reactions, because you have to allow that to come out. So if you're feeling it, allow yourself to feel it by all means. But once you have done that, don't let your ego drag you back into the feeling of lack and the feeling of blame game and, you know, those kind of things. Then you say, okay, now I felt it through, I let it out. Now I have to focus on what's actually working for me. And then you change that energy, okay? Now they're also saying bravely market your magic. So for some of you, this might be, for some of you only, that you want to start doing some work within the magical field, within spiritual work. Then they are definitely telling you that this is the time. Especially if you've been, you know, maybe 1 foot, no, yes, I don't know, am I good enough, all that. Then it's time to step into it and say, yes, I am, and I'm going to do this now. Now, for others, it's about your magic is what you're good at, no matter if it's spiritual or if it's, you know, that you are good with numbers, or you're a good artist, or you are good at singing or dancing or selling property, you know, whatever it is that you do for a living, what you are good at is your magic. So they're asking you to bravely market it, meaning also, if you are in a job situation where you're not feeling worth, you know, you're not being paid enough, or you're not being appreciated enough, you know, maybe you feel like you've been giving and giving and giving and not receiving anything back, then it's time for you to actually point out to the people you work for that, hello, I'm actually quite good at what I'm doing here. I have done this, I've done this, I've done this. I think it's time that I see some appreciation for this. So also it might have to do with, maybe you're, for some of you, you might be in a situation where you're discussing money with your work, with your boss. So it might be that you're in a situation where you're trying to, you know, redo a contract, or, you know, something like, or maybe making a new contract. Maybe you're changing jobs and you're in the process of, you know, finding out what they're going to give you for money and all that stuff. So I feel like you have to speak up for yourself. You have to not be shy when it comes to what you're good at. You have to just be straight open, saying, yeah, this is what I'm good at. And I am good at it. It's not like I'm taking this job just for fun. I know what I'm doing. So speak up for yourself, okay? So in flow with money doesn't mean necessarily that you're going to be rich overnight. It means that you are in balance when it comes to what you give and what you receive. That's also the law of attraction. Okay, so if you are one that really are good at what you do, you should also be paid for it, right? That's kind of what I feel here. So let us also pull some tarot cards. Now, these cards I have modified quite a bit. Just a moment, I just have to check something. I'm sorry, I just have to check something here real quick. You know, life happens. Yeah, okay, so I can wait with that. It was just a message, but I can wait with that. Okay, so let us do this. This deck is modified. I cut the edges off these deck here because the cards themselves, when I got them, was so big that my hand can barely shuffle. So I actually modified this deck, but of course some people feel like that's blasphemy. But it was just an edge that's around it. I also have the original, but you know, this one is the one I use the most. But anyway, so let's pull some cards for you. So you got the Hermit, you got the Ace of Pentacles, Princess of Wands, and the Lovers. Okay, underneath we have Rebirth. Okay, that is the Judgment card here in this deck. Very positive cards here, I have to say. So the Lovers can be a partnership. It doesn't have to be lovers as such. It can be two people joining forces. It can be two people understanding each other. It can be a close friendship, or it can be a loving offer or a loving connection that represents, okay? Now you have the Princess of Wands, and she comes in with a lot of new ideas and passion. You know, she has that energy within her that she wants to achieve something. So I definitely feel like this has something to do with you, your work or your money or a project or whatever it is that you are passionate about. Now you have the Ace of Pentacles, and that's such good news. I mean, that's money coming in, or that's also, it can be health, of course, renewed health. But it is about, you know, achieving what you want when it comes to the ground pillars of life, which is house, money, work, health, you know, those kind of things. So this is really good news. You do, however, also get the Hermit together with the Judgment card. So with that, I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you something. Spirit wants you to listen. There is something that they have to tell you, and they would appreciate if you listen. If you stop what you're doing and actually listen to what they have to say. So there is a message for you in Spirit. Okay. So to help with that, we're going to draw some angel cards. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to draw some angel cards for you. See what message Spirit has for you. So of course you contact Spirit yourself and they will probably give you a good message, but this might also be a way for them to give you a message. Okay, so one just fell out. Archangel Uriel. Illumination, inner power, ideas into form. Yeah, again with the passion and the ideas. And yeah, I do feel like you're someone who is really passionate about what you do, that you have good ideas and you really have that drive now to move forward and to actually create and to do something here, which is really good news. So one more card here. Horus, clear seeing, intention, and perspective. Okay, so again, they're asking you with the Hermit. So there's definitely something you need to see before you move forward with this. Messages from them, something that you maybe need to contemplate a little bit, see things clearly, maybe before you take a conversation about whatever this is for you. Okay? Last card, Mother Mary, purity of heart, conception, and faith. Okay, so when I see purity of heart, then I feel like what they're saying is that it needs to come from the heart. Whatever you're doing, it needs to come from the heart. It needs to be kind of birthed out of joy and not out of the ego space, not out of you have to do this a certain way or, you know, restricted energy like that. It has to come from the heart. It has to be in flow. As I say here, in flow with money, also in flow in general, the energy of flow. So remember, whatever you're saying, if you're having a conversation, a difficult conversation with a boss or somebody like that, remember always to speak from the heart. But take your time to contemplate and go within before taking that conversation. And I do feel like this is going to be the outcome. Okay? I feel it because this is the money card. This is new money coming in. So if you are in a situation where you're dealing with a contract, I feel like this is going to go your way. But there is something they want to tell you first. Okay? So let them in and let them guide you. So that was pretty much it. Very interesting reading today. I hope you appreciated it. I'm giving you lots of love. Until the next time I see you.